welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
Mike, this is a big boy game, and sometimes the unfortunate truth is your performance was the difference between a win and a loss. And I think if you asked him, he'd be the first one to say, listen, my performance last week was not good enough. I have to make better decisions. I have to be more careful with the ball and where I put it. So his ability to improve from last week's game, both in production and decision-making, is probably the #1 storyline to follow heading into today's game.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's 2nd and 8. That is Ferguson in motion. 2nd down, it's Stafford. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
3rd and 2, Stafford. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Rams first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Stafford. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 5.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
6-yard line.
Stafford. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
That is caught out wide on the RPO. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked up by Diamador Lenore.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Play action now. Purdy. That's caught. It's the rookie from Penn State. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds.
A gain of 12.
That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll be out of bounds. That's a nice gain, though, on first down. A pickup of 7. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 3. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Niners first down. They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right past the line of scrimmage. From the 46, here's second and 9. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry and some good blocking. A gain of 9 as we get to third down.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
Purdy. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
First down, 49ers.
He'll go play action. Purdy. Open man downfield is Kittle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. So, we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Luke Nakua and this Rams offense come back onto the field. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. They'll fake the handoff now. Stafford. Throw it here down the field. It will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Ferguson, the tight end. And it'll lead to a second down. Out of the gun, Stafford gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
A shotgun snap to Stafford. The throw here is complete. And he's very close to a first down. Out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short. So it is 4th down. Taken at the 19. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. They'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 19-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. 20-yard pickup there. First down, 49.
It's a gain of 20. First down, San Francisco.
Now a give up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line. 16-yard pickup on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
And the 49er first down.
Get set. What's up? Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. Finding space at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
Well, on one sideline, you're ecstatic. You couldn't have dreamed up a better start. 2 drives, 2 long touchdowns. But then across the field, they've got to answer some hard questions. They've got to figure out exactly what they're doing wrong defensively. Because if there's one thing in the NFL, you cannot give up big plays, and you especially can't give up big plays for touchdowns.
Makes the score Niners 14, Rams nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A safe kick taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. There you can see Sean McVay, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Rams. His team headed back onto the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And not much there. Good defense held to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. You attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme. And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
We'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Number 31. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Ready.
180.
From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
13 yards on the play.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Up the middle they go. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. And Gardner is there to bring him down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
and 8. Off play action. It's Stafford. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
30.
That is a big gainer for the Rams.
First down.
And even 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
To play in the NFL, you've got to have a short-term memory, because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Sean McVay will send out the field goal unit. This is going to be from 53 yards out. And that one not going to have enough length behind it. Not by a long shot. It is no good. And they do not cut into the deficit. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
So 2nd down, and they'll run it. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. Give him 14 on that one. First down, 49ers. From the gun, it's Purdy. Quick throw, taken in. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. Clock says 55 seconds till halftime.
Brings up a
2nd and a yard.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing is Purdy. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup. But that is enough for a first down.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, San Francisco.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Loss of 11 yards. It's 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The 49ers field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers stake themselves to a 17. And instead, we'll get right back to it as we'll get ready for the 3rd quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Niners offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. You can see he's closing in on a rushing title. The league leader coming into the final 2 weeks of the season. Room up the sideline at the 45. And he is out of bounds.
And the 49ers first down.
Right back to him first down. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20.
First down, 49ers.
Play action, here's Purdy. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown San Francisco.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Moody now for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead.
Rams, nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Rams offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on first. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
A loss of 7. Brings up second and 17 at the 28-yard line.
Second down, it's Stafford. His throw left side is complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
Yards. Brings up third down.
Working out of the gun, Stafford. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. Third down stop sets up fourth down. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Niners offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the third quarter. Now a run on first down. Not much happening there, just a short gain. From the 22 now, here's second and 8.
It's second and 8.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes third down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the first. Oh, wait a minute.
Previous play is under review.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. Oh, how about the coverage there? That is dropped before he can get a return going. The Rams offense ready to take over once again. Try to establish some tempo. They start this one with first and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
They go play action with Stafford. This is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now give on the ground. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see them, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
A handoff. Oh, a loose football. The Rams have it.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
There's a short one caught by Ferguson, and the Markham Dance just shy of the 40. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it on the inside handoff. And he's able to push his way forward. A gain of about 2. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Stafford now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
Get set, get set. 18, what's up? Up.
Handoff here, up the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Niners first down. Not much there. Maybe a yard. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Get set, get set. Up.
We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, 49.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run back, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
At the 5-yard line.
A run on 1st and goal.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in third and...
He's in. Touchdown. 49.
San Francisco.
He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Rams offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And despite a nice juke, they're going to get a yard to show for 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. The slot man in motion right. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It's now 3rd and 8.
That is Ferguson in motion. Throw on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's pick number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw is Stafford. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 13 more on that play, and quickly another 1st down. Here's Stafford. That's out wide to Williams. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. He'll go right and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they'll get into the end zone for the 1st time tonight. Touchdown, LA. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice shot here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
To throw on 1st down is Purdy. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
1st down, San Francisco.
Get set.
Now a running play. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
22-yard line. 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd down, they need 7. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down.
At the 16-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he will have the first down. Even with 3 timeouts on the other side, they're going to be able to run this baby all the way down.
And the 49ers first down.
They'll stay on the ground. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and it's first and goal. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. And they'll run here with McCaffrey. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and it's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Rams offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Now a second down throw for Stafford. This is caught down that right sideline. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. One last throw here for Stafford. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So a win here for the 49ers, and it is a season sweep for
your blades are sharpened.